right, sports fans, welcome back to another episode of the Beer Keggers, and they're hosting the Grapplers today. A bunch of lineup changes there for the Beer Keggers. Brandon Balls is moved to center field, relieving Mr. Reliable for a game. Balls 2 comes back in. We're left. We bring Mr. Homer, the old Mr. Homer, Vulture, back in at right. Mariana Beer is giving Big Sauce a break. You've got Barbarian is, I believe he's the one who's catching right now. I might have mixed that up in the lineup, but we'll get back to it. Shields Mayhem. She has not pitched much. She does have more pitches under. That's interesting. So now she has more pitches available to her. She must have went to pitching school. So her first pitch in many games is going ball, as Zoom Dela Cruz is the first batter for the Grapplers. Well, that one goes strikes. Now we're at 1-1 as Mayhem sends the next pitch. And that one's going to get tipped. That's going out to center. Balls is waving for that one. He wants that one. And that's that. Grapplers are now sending Marco DeMarco up to the plate. He does have a 365, 4 and 14 on his record. So that would be 14 RBIs for homers as Mayhem is selecting her pitch. And that one goes right to Mariana Beer. She picks it up at second, fires it off to Bojack Woodsman at first. It's out number 2. Joven Bambino is now up. I didn't see Bambino's stats. I don't have them written down, so we'll just watch for a minute. First one goes ball 2 away. Mayhem is sending the second pitch. That goes inside, almost off the knee of Bambino. He's going to reach down. He's going to grab a piece of it. And I'm not sure if it's got the distance, but it does not, as the Vulture hauls that one in for the third out. No runs scored for the Grapplers. And the Beer Keggers are sending balls up first. And Mariana Beer will be up on deck.
Now batting number 74.
So with a homer last game himself, Balls has 6. And that one goes out to center. That'll put him on first base. So that's a single for Balls, and Mariana Beers now 450 average. She does have a homer herself, 6 RBIs. So see what she can do in this game. First one she's going to let come in a little low, but that's still a strike. That one goes right to second. Second grabs that one. Ball slides in head first. And she's going back to the dugout. Woodsman is now up with 1 away, and Balls is on first. He swings at that one and doesn't make any contact. That one's got some. That's got it. Oh, it goes just off the tip of the wall. That sends Balls to third. Woodsman gets a double.
Now batting number 66, the third
Deputy Dog had last game off. He's back here today playing third base. And he lets that first one do some sort of weird curvy thing. That goes to second base. He ain't going to be able to throw the wheels in gear and get the first in time. So no runs scored yet.
Batting number 9, the left.
Balls on third. Bojack's on second. Balls 2's back. She hasn't been here for a few games. 2 away. Balls 2 sends that out to center. And the Beer Keggers did send Balls in on the last at-bat. So that was a sacrifice. And now Woodsman just came in. So Beer Keggers have 2. That first one goes foul here for Nail Clipper Flipper. So he's playing catcher today, not Barbarian. With the balls being thrown all over the place, 2-1's the count. He hits that one right to the pitcher. Again, he don't have the wheels to make it. So Beer Keggers did put 2 on the board. And the Grapplers, top second, are sending Ali Federi and Jess Fowl were the first 2 batters up. Shields is doing all right, so she's staying on the mound the second inning.
Number 15.
So far.
The third baseman.
10 RBIs and a homer for Federi. And Shields, I believe, has 1 or 2 home runs on her. That one goes out the balls. He'll take that at center and send it off to first just to hold the runner there. Bojack can't hang on to it, but didn't go very far. So he's able to pick it back up.
12, the first baseman.
Jess Fowl, 5 homers, is now, I'm sure there's going to be a steal here. There was not. Shields sent that one just a little low to make sure it gets there in time, even though it doesn't matter because you can't ever get them out. Oh, Beer dives for it, doesn't come close though. And Mariana Beer's on second.
Now batting, number 9, the short.
So double team on short and second. We're able to keep the runners from advancing. Here's ball number 1. That's going to be a pop-up. That looks like Vulture's calling that one. That's 1 away. All the runners get back to base in time.
Now batting, number 28, the left.
Jefe Manzano, 220 average. He's now up. Facing Mayhem. 1 away. Runners on first and second. First pitch comes in. That goes to third. And, well, that stops the runners from getting in scoring position. So now there's still a runner on first and second, but one with 2 away with that third base tag out there. And here's the first pitch. That one's going to pop up. Vulture's all over this again, as long as he can hang on to it, and he does. And that's it. 3 outs. No runs scored. Top of the second. Beer Keggers are sending their pitcher, Shields Mayhem, up to bat first. Mr. Home Run. Anzac Vulture, soon probably replaced by KungfuBeer, but nevertheless, if he's hanging on, if he wants that home run title, he's going to have to prove it today. So Mayhem hasn't batted much, and maybe we'll see why. The first one's a pop-up out the center, and that's going to be out number 1.
Now batting, number 4.
Former Mr. Homer has dropped in his batting average. He does have 7 home runs. Make that 8. So Mr. Homer really wants to hang on to his title, so he punches that one out of the park. He's a little shy on KungfuBeer's home run average, but that's a good start to this game. He's got 18 RBIs as well.
Number 71.
Now KungfuBeer's up with 9 home runs, and he wants to maintain his lead, so we'll see what he can do. And that one is going foul. If it had straightened up, it would have been gone. All right, 1 and 2. Or 1 and 1. That one goes foul, so now we're 1 and 2. That goes down the first base line foul. Oh, he swings way too early, and he's out of here. That's a strikeout for KungfuBeer. Balls is coming up next. He has a single today. 2 away. He swings way too early on that one as well. He lets that one go for a ball. That one also, balls has balls.
Too low.
That's going to be too low. 3 and 1. And that's a walk for balls deep. Mariana Beer is now up with 2 away.
Second baseman.
439 is her average. Balls is on first, 2 away. He punches that out to center, and that puts her on first. Ball's on second. And that's going to bring up Mr.
Now
Woodsman.
batting, number 1, the first baseman.
26 RBIs, so I mean he can hit them in when he gets a hold of them. That first one's going to swing on the inside for ball number 1. He has to go over matrix backwards to not get hit by that one. That goes out to right field. That loads the bases. So 2 away, bases loaded. And if Deputy Dog, I think he has a grand slam already on the season, but if not, he's going to get hit So that's a beanball. That's a walk for him. Balls comes in. That's another run on the board as Carlin Balls 2 has a chance. One of the rare chances to get a grand slam. She's really got to get a hold of it, though. She gets a base hit there. So that'll put her on first RBI for her. Bases remain loaded. Now Clipper Flipper, who really needs some help here. If he doesn't hit it out, he ain't going to make it to first. That goes down first baseline. He's going to let that one go ball. 2 outs, bases loaded, 1-1. Ball number 2. That's a strike. He punches that down the blind. That's going foul. He's going to hit that one. That's not going to make it, but it is going to bring some runs in. Now Clipper heads the second. Go back. Nope, go back. I don't know how to make it go back. He's going to get tagged out. He's going for a slight little jog. Bottom of the second, the Beer Keggers put 6 runs up on the board. 0-8. Bertram Haftberger, the third. Bottom of the lineup for the
number 50, the pitcher.
For the Grapplers, and they don't want Haftberger hittings because he's all rattled and no power, so they're going to put Ian Fielder up as a pinch hitter. Okay. Shields gives a nod and sends that one in. He reaches down, pulls that out. That's going out the stands for, well, almost the stands, but that's definitely not going out to the field. Here's your second pitch. That's a ball. The 2-seamer. That's a little slight pop-up there. And Vulture fields that one without any issue.
Now batting.
Dela Cruz is now up. Zoom Dela Cruz. Feeling a little rattled there. I would too against Shields Mayhem as the way she's pitching the day.
Right.
Catches her swinging. Strike number 1.
Right.
Catches her swinging. Strike number 2. That catches her looking. That's a strikeout for Mayhem.
Now batting, number
Marco
4,
DeMarco.
the center fielder.
Marco DeMarco, he's back. 4 homers and 15 RBIs facing Mayhem. The first pitch. Beer gets it but doesn't get it. Stops it anyways. She may have jumped just a little too early on that.
Number 25,
But
the right
Jovan
fielder.
Bambino's feeling a little tense here. I think, was Bambino got on base last time? They're stealing. That goes here to second. Why did you? I said first. Beer threw it to
Now
second,
batting,
even though I was
number
pushing the
15,
B to go to
third
first. Even though the runner was there for about 20 minutes. So I don't know what happened there, but doesn't matter. 2 away. First one goes ball. Second one goes ball. Third one goes ball. Is Mayhem getting tired? Well, let's see. Anzac can't quite reach it. Let's throw that to first because they got to bring 2 runs in. And so 2 runs come in off of that. Anzac couldn't quite get it. It was out of his reach. So with that error from Beer, that now makes the score 2-8. Mayhem catches the first one, striking. First one, strike. First one, swinging, strike. All right, that's a pop-up. And that looks like Balls 2 is going to pull that one in. Out, number 3. So at the top of the third, the Grapplers did put 2 on the board. Shields Mayhem is coming up at bat.
Now batting, number 29, the pitcher.
So here's Mayhem. First one First one's going to be a strike. Second one's also going to be a strike. That's going over the plate.
That's too low.
2-2. She swings at that one a lot late and a lot high, and that's out number one, as I was text messaging.
The right field.
I was actually text messaging Big Sauce. All right, here's Mr. Homer. Punches that out to third. He ain't going to make it. It's out number 2.
Now batting, number 71.
71. The other home run king of beers. Gonna punch that out to right. Now put him on first. 2 away. Beers on first. That brings up
Now
Balls,
batting, number 74.
who has 6 homers himself with 21 RBIs. He lets that first one go. Ball on the inside. That's going on the outside for ball number 2. Punches that out into the hole. That's going to be a double for him at least. He's rounding first, headed to second, and looks like he's going to hold up there. Beer hangs out on third because we didn't want to get Balls in a pickle, so we had to hold up
Now batting, number
Beer in order to
the
keep
second
Balls there in
baseman.
second. Here comes Mariana Beer. 2 away, runner on second and third. She hits that down the first base line, foul. That one's going foul as well, the same area. 2 outs, 2 strikes. She hits that out to right, pops it in, and that's it for the Beer Keggers at the bottom of the third. No runs scored with 2 on base, and Eduardo Electro is the first up for the Grapplers. Jefe Manzino is on deck.
Now batting, number 9, the shortstop.
So their shortstop is up. He's got a couple home runs himself.
Right.
And that one's not going anywhere but strike number 1. That catches it just barely over the plate. Strike number 2. And he is going to hit that one foul. He gets just a slight piece of it. That goes up to Beer. Oh no. Why did you jump, Beer? Why? So as he was reaching for it, decided he must have tripped over his shoelaces and tripped and then missed it. So now we got a runner on first, no outs. That one goes foul. That's way on the inside. 1-1. They're stealing. That goes to Beer, who's going to just toss out at first. So the runner stole to second, and the hit went to Beer on second. She sent it to Woodsman at first. With 1 away, runner on second. Grizz Signorino hit that one foul. That one's going to be high for a ball. That one goes right to KungfuBeer. Oh, no. So he had an opportunity there to get the runner out at second, but he wanted to throw it to Woodsman to celebrate just a little too early. So 2 outs, runner on second. That first one, strike number 1. Deep on the inside, ball number 1. That's going to be outside, ball number 2. Woo, that's going to be a little bit low. 3-1. That walks the batter.
Now batting, number 17.
Zoom De La Cruz is still rattled.
Baseman.
Got a runner on first and second. Mayhem winds up. Sends that one in quick and low. Vulture's running back and catches that right at the about a foot from the wall. So that will retire the Grapplers at the top of the 4th. No runs scored. Woodsman 2 for 2 today is up first at bat, and Deputy Dog will follow him from the deck. Mac Gunn is now pitching.
Now batting, number 1, the first baseman.
Here's the first pitch for Woodsman. Goes right down the line, foul. That one's going out in the hole there, out to center field, so he'll get on base, and he'll hold up on first. That brings up Deputy Dog.
66.
He's feeling all right
third
today.
baseman.
He's got 19 RBIs, or 19, RBIs and 2 homers himself. He's going to pop that one up. I need to send Woodsman back because, all right. Well, that's fun.
Now batting, number 9, the left fielder.
So there's one away, and ball's 2's up. He punches that first one down the third baseline, foul. Woodsman's on first. She swings at that way too late, so the heater comes in and she doesn't get it. She sends that down the first baseline, foul. 0-2. That's out to right. Woodsman, who can't get to second because everybody's popping out around him, is still on first with 2 away. Nail Clipper Flipper's up. 50-50, 1 for 2. Typical for Nail Clipper Flipper. He lets that first one come right down the center of the plate. Strike number 1. That one goes, that's a nice grounder that goes right over second base. And now put him on base. Bojack's finally made it to second. 2 away. Our pitcher Shields Mayhem, who has not gone on base yet, ever, is now at bat. She pops that one up, but that ain't going anywhere. But that glove right there for out number 3. No runs scored at the bottom of the 4th for the Beer Keggers. 2-8 is the current score. As Marco DeMarco is coming up first for the Grapplers, and Jovan Bambino, who's a little bit still rattled, I think,
Now batting,
will be on deck.
number 4, the center fielder.
4 and 14 for DeMarco. Well, that's not, nobody's going to get that one. That goes out to Vulture. He's going to pick it up, send it to Woodsman. And at least there were no errors on that one.
Now batting,
Yeah, Bambino's a little tense.
25, the right fielder.
Since it's still coming here. Yep, there it is. Even though I said it was happening, I'll see that one. Yeah, that one wasn't fast enough. That one I'll buy. I'm doing an instant replay on that other one. All right, so we got a pop up. It's curving. Ball's 2's on that one. I thought it said they were from
Now
first to
batting,
second. I don't know.
Number 15, the third baseman.
Ollie Federi, 2 for 2 today. With 1 away. Runner on second. Mayhew sends the first one. Strike. This is the second pitch. That one goes foul. 0-2. That one goes right to Woodsman, who can't quite get it. Shoot. That's going to be a score for the Grapplers.
Now batting, number 12.
That brings up just
the
foul.
First baseman.
Runner on third, 1 out. Strike number 1. Strike number 2. Both are catching him swinging. She's expecting the fastball, and she's not getting either. Mayhem wants to keep her guessing. Sends that one foul. 0-2, 1 away. Here's one going to be on the outside. Ball number 1. That catches her swinging, looking again for the fastball. Mayhem with a strikeout
Number 9,
brings up 2 outs, and Eduardo Electro. The runner on third. He's a little tense. First one goes in the inside. Ball number 1. He's going to reach for that one. He's going to tip it. Foul. 1-1. And swinging at that one and not getting any bit of it at all. That one's going to be on the inside. Didn't seem like it, but it was. 2 and 2. And that one he's going to connect with. Sends it out to center. The balls can't quite get to it. And then I don't know what he's doing, but he wasn't fielding it. So the runner makes a triple off of that. Balls was close, but he just couldn't quite get it. There's a way to make him jump and get it. However, I didn't want to Superman and miss it. So we are where we are with 2 away, runner on third. A 4-8 lead for the Beer Keggers now. As Mayhem pitches this one, and Mariana Beer is all over this at second. So that's an infield fly out, number 3. And the Beer Keggers, the 4-run lead, as I just said, are sending Anzac Vulture and KungfuBeer up for the next 2.
Now batting, number 4, the right fielder.
Once again, his last one, he was a pop out. The one before that was a homer. That one's a foul. He's swinging for the fences. That goes, that'll put him on base. That might put him on second base. Yep. All right, so he probably could have got to third. That would have been a triple. But he decided to go back and not risk it. Knees are popping a little bit or whatever. So here's Beer. No outs, runner on second, and Beer's up. He's going to hit that one. But I don't know if it's got it. It does. It certainly does. So you had Mr. Homer got a almost a triple, and then KungfuBeer Homer times 2. Actually, Mr. Triple Homer comes up and hits Mr. Homer, and it's starting to get confusing with all the same names for all the different players. So that's a home run, and balls is up. That one curves in, strike number 1. That one almost hits him in the elbow. That one he's going to hit, and it's going back, but it doesn't have the distance. It's going to get hauled in at center. So that's out number 1.
The second baseman.
Mariana Beer's up. Here's the pitch. She's going to hit that one foul into the stands. Broke somebody's nose. That's going ball wild outside. That's over the plate, strike number 2. That one she punches up, and it's going to go off the wall if it doesn't go over it. It goes off the tip of the wall, so that's a double for Beer. With an error at short there, she may have made it to third as well. But she'll settle for a double as Woodsman comes up. It's time to change pitchers. That's coming in the inside. So he sends that to second. They're going to throw it off at first, and that's easy out number 2 for the number 1. 66. Deputy Dog, third baseman. He's up with 2 away. And he hits that out to right. That's gonna be fair. So he's headed to second, and one day he'll get there. Without any wheelchair assist, he made it to second.
Now batting.
Balls 2's up.
The left fielder.
With Deputy Dog on second, 2 away. He hits that down the line just a little bit on the outside for a foul. That goes out to center. Safe. So balls 2 pulls in a double herself with an RBI. And Flipper's up now with 2 away. He hits that right to the second baseman, out number 3. And there's a 8-point lead for the Beer Keggers. At the top of the 6th, Grizz Signoro, 0-2 on the day, is up first.
Now batting, number 11, the catcher.
We're going to go ahead and substitute Mayhem, who's having a heck of a game here. And we're going to bring in, let's see. Danny's got a lot of junk. Dirt Bagus is doing really good. Dryer is kind of neutral. Stu just played. Baseman, we rely heavily on. And so we're going to bring Dirt in.
Number 22.
So 22's up now on the mound. And let's see where her first pitch goes. Okay, well, that almost makes it. Beer picks it up at short, sends it to first. That's out number 1. So Dirt just barely gets a hold of it. But Beer is right behind there to back her up and get the runner out at first. All right, well, that's something. So Deputy Dog does a dive, and he stops the ball. Beer's able to pick it up, get it to first, not in time, so now there's a runner on first. 1 away. Dirt's pitching, and Dela Cruz swings a little bit faster than the ball. So strike number 1. There's strike number 2. And catches her swinging. Strikeout for Dirt. So 2 away, runner on first. DeMarco. Marco DeMarco. He's up first. First time facing Dirt. Here's the pitch. He's going to get a hold of that. Ball's 2's out there and left to take that. Out number 3. No run scored for the Grapplers. Beer Keggers, bottom of 6th. Dirt, who just came into pitch, is the first at bat. Vulture is on deck.
Now batting number 22.
So Dirt herself has a homer and 2 RBIs. She's only got a 500 average, though, because she doesn't bat that much. She's going to punch that one high, foul. That's going on the outside of third line for foul number 2. That's going outside for foul number 3. That's going inside. That would be a base hit for Dirt. So she'll hold up on first as the ball reaches second.
Now back.
Mr. Homer,
the right fielder.
Well, Anzac Vulture's up. Whether or not he's Mr. Homer, that's to be seen. He sends out to third. Oops. Dirt didn't get that far away from first, so she made it back.
Number 71.
And now we got KungfuBeer with 1 away. He punches that down first baseline. That gets snagged out by the first baseman. Dirt gets back to first. So with 2 away, now Big Slick's up. And he wants to do something here. He's going to pop that one up. What are we going? Why are we going the wrong way? Okay. So that was close to the wall, just not quite enough to get over it. So no runs scored for either team in the 6th. Top of the 7th, Grapplers are going to send Jovan Bambino up, facing Dirt.
Now batting, number 25, the right fielder.
His mojo is a little tense, as is expected, facing the Dirt. Here's the pitch. That one goes Mariana at second. She grabs it, sends it to, that's going to Woodsman at first. Easy tag out.
The third baseman.
Federi is now facing Dirt for the first time as well. That gets punched out to center. That's a nice hit. Ball sends it to second to Beer, who hangs on to it. So that's a base hit for
number 12, the first baseman.
Federi. Just foul. Just foul's now at the plate. That one pops over short. That goes out to balls 2 at left. She picks it up, sends it to second. So that's a base hit for foul.
Now batting, number 9.
Eduardo Electro's now up with 1 out and a runner on first and second.
Right.
Catches him swinging a little bit too early. Strike number 1.
Right.
That's going to be deep on the inside. Strike number 2. Catches him staring at that one as it grazes the corner of the plate for a strikeout for Dirt. That's number 2 for Dirt. Runner on first and second, 2 away. They don't like this hitter, so they're going to pinch him in. Dirt is pitching to Ben Kringer. swings and misses at the first pitch. Here's the second pitch. That one goes right to Beer, who can pick it up. Oh my goodness, come on. Bases are loaded.
Now batting, number 11, the catcher.
Grizz Signorero is not batting. Marla Moore instead is. Facing dirt, bases loaded, 2 away. That one is going to go, oh, I don't know what happened there. That was dumb. That was super dumb. So
now
I meant...
batting number 26, the left fielder.
Biff Noggins is now up, hoping to have the same sort of fortune with all the errors that are happening. 2 away still. Bases are still loaded. 5-12 is now the score.
Right.
Catches him swinging for strike number 1.
Right.
Catches him swinging. Strike number 2.
Inside.
That's going to be on the inside for ball.
Right. Good.
Swings a little too fast again, expecting the heater, and got the changeup. It's 3 away. With the bases loaded, they did put 1 on the board. 5-12 is the score. The bottom of the 7th, the Beer Keggers are sending Mariana Beer to the plate, who's 2 for 4 today. Woodsman's on deck.
Now batting, number 21, the second baseman.
He hits that right to shortstop. Simple out.
Now batting,
Number one.
Number
Number
one
one away.
the first baseman.
Here's Woodsman. That's high, and that's deep, and that is going to be just shy of the wall. That's a simple, easy double for the Woodsman.
Now batting, number 66,
Deputy
the
Dog's
third
up next.
baseman.
Hit by pitch in one of them. He does punch that up. So that's going to bounce off the wall. That pulls Woodsman in. The Deputy Dog finally gets to second base just in time. Wheels or spikes up.
Number 9, the
RBI
left
double for
fielder.
him. Carlin Ball's 2's up. 1 away. Runner on second. She lets that first junk ball go low and outside. That one's coming on the inside. Ball number 2. She takes that one because that one looks good. That goes out to center. Deputy Dog knows it's going to take him 20 minutes to go from third to home, so he holds up on third.
Now batting,
Ball's
number
2's on first.
99,
Now Clipper
the
Flipper.
catcher.
He's having a 50-50 day again. Typical is now up. He reaches up for that one. I don't know what's going on there. Yep. So. No! What is going? That's flipping dumb right there. I was there. Why wouldn't you just keep going? So, bottom of the 7th, 1 run scored. Whatever. Zoom Dela Cruz is up next. Top of the 8th.
Now
Hopefully they
batting,
get robbed the
number
same way, but
17,
they won't because they're a
the second
computer.
baseman.
And that's just some dumb stuff. They were there, man. They were an inch from the plate. Just touch the plate. Jeez Louise. Here we go. First pitch from Dird. That one goes foul. That one goes to Dird. She runs over to pick it up, fires it to first, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, number 4, the center fielder.
All right, here's the pitch. Okay, that goes foul right into Nell Clipper's glove there. And let's see, we got 2 strikes, and that's the third one. That catches him staring at it. Wonder what happened.
Number 25,
Yoban Bambino,
the right fielder.
2 away, is now up. Third winds up. Oh, he digs that out of the ground and sends that foul. Oh, he swings that. Vulture grabs that one out for out number free. So at the top of the 8th, no runs scored. Jacinda Durd is up first.
Now batting
As
number
I look at my
22,
phone to see
the
why
pitcher.
everybody's trying to call me. Nobody's leaving messages though, so whatever. Take off. Durd hits that right out to right field, puts her on first base. Nice base hit for Jacinda Durd.
Now batting number 4,
Vulture's up.
the right fielder.
500 average. It's like kind of a Reggie Jackson kind of guy. That's strike. That curves over strike. He hits that right to second. That's going to be a double play on Vulture. Well, 2 away.
Now batting number
Kung Fu Beer's
71,
up. 2 for 4
short.
today. Does have a homer, but he's still 2 for 4. That one goes way high. Ball number 1. He does get a hold of that one. That's not going to go out, but that's going to put him on second base. He'll hold up on second while the shortstop, halfway out in the outfield, sends it to third to hold him up
Now
on second.
batting number
Here's Balls,
74,
also
the
50-50
center
right
fielder.
now. 2 outs. Beer's on second. Balls hits the heck out of that one. That's also going to be shy of a homer, but it's going to put him on second, and Beer comes in. So that's a run up. It's a double with the RBI
Second baseman.
for Balls as Mariana Beer. 2 away is up. That one comes strike over the plate. She lets that one go. She does get a hold of that one. That's going to go out between the outfielders. So that puts her, she crosses first, goes to second. Balls comes in for a score. Puts the RBI double for Mariana Beer.
Now batting number 1.
That brings up
the
Woodsman.
first baseman.
Okay, that goes out to the other side of the outfield. He's going to get a second. Mariana crosses third, heads home. Woodsman stops at second. A double RBI for him as well.
Now batting
Deputy
number
Dog's up in the
66,
same sort of
the
setup
third
as the last
baseman.
few batters with the runner on second, 2 outs. He lets that first one go outside. Ball. He's going to punch that one foul. Swings a little too early for it. Hooks it behind him. That one goes out. So I don't know if he's going to make it to second. He's definitely going to give it a try. He's almost there. He's almost there. He slides in just in time. A double RBI
Now batting
for
number
Deputy
9,
Dog.
the left fielder.
Ball's 2's up. 2 outs, runner on second. She's going to ground that one out to center, so she'll get a base hit, and that puts Deputy Dog on third. He does not have the speed to make it, so he held up. Now Clipper Flipper's up again. And his last at-bat this inning, he got out. That one goes ball. He's hoping to get hit to get on base. That's also going ball. That's going ball on the inside and low. 3-0. He hits that right. Oh, that's nice. So he'll just take a base hit RBI for that one. Puts Beer on second.
Now batting
Now Jacinda Durd.
22, the pitcher.
She's 2 for 2 so far today since she's been in. And she has 2 outs, 2 runners on. The first one goes strike over the plate. She reaches up, and that's an infield fly. So that is going to be out number 3 with 5 runs scored at the bottom of the 8th. Beer Keggers' lead increases to 18. 5 runs for the Grapplers. The top of the 9th, their last chance. Ali Federi comes up first, who is 4 for 4 today with 2
Now
triples.
batting number 15, the third baseman.
All right, so Durd's on the mound. Her last chance here to get all 3 of these batters gone. First one's going to be a pop-up. That goes out to Balls, and Balls 2 backs him up. Out number 1.
Now
With 2 more
batting
outs remaining in the
number
game.
12, the first baseman.
2 for 4 is foul. Last one was a triple, I believe, due to errors. The double Beers were throwing them all over the place. They were messing them up, diving for stuff that hadn't even got there yet. So here's Durd with her pitch. That goes right to Beer. Let's see if he can haul this one up. He does. He sends it off to first, and that's out, number 2.
Now batting, number 9.
One more out to go. Eduardo Electro's up. Dirt doesn't want to give up a homer, so she's going to pick this pitch and catches him striking. Well, she started to sneeze, but she held it and threw that one into the other Beer, and who dives like, I don't know, 300 feet, misses the ball, but that's okay. There's a runner on first, 2 away.
Now batting, number
Tucker
42,
Turlington.
the pitcher.
Number 42 is not going to be hitting. They're going to bring a pinch hitter. Dirt doesn't know if she wants to sneeze or not yet, so she's just chewing some gum. Selects her pitch, sends that in. That's going out to, looks like Vulture. He'll send that to second, so that popped in front of Vulture over Beer. So
Now
runner on
batting,
first and second
number
with 2 away.
27, the catcher.
Maria Moore, the top of the 9th, their last chance to get some runs on the board. You got 13 runs to go to tie the game. Dirt pitches. That one goes high, and again, it's in the same spot. Well, Vulture couldn't grab a hold of that one, so that's definitely going to be 2 runs in as the ball goes somewhere. I guess it went to third. So 2 runs pulled in, 7-18 is now the score.
Now batting,
Biff Noggins
number
comes in.
26,
He looks
the
mean.
left fielder.
He's not lean, but he has no homers, only 1 RBI. Bird's gonna select the fastball here and sends it in strike. The heater comes in, sets Nail Clipper's glove on fire. She's got 1 more out to go. That one's going over to Beer, picks it up, fires it off to first, and that's it. The Beer Keggers are going to win this one again. So still 1 loss on the record, even with all the amount of errors that they did. The Beer Keggers hold on with a, I don't know, is that an 11-point lead? Something like that. Grapplers, Beer Keggers, 7-17. Here's our stats of the game. So we have only 2 home runs, which I believe was Beer and Anzac, right? 29 hits, 50 at-bats. We had 2 pitchers, Mayhem and Dird. There's their stats, whatever those mean. The top 3 of the day, Robert Deputy Dog, 5 RBIs. Ali Fenderi, who kept getting triples on us due to all the errors that we were doing, and Bojack Woodsman is up as number 3 with 2 doubles and some RBIs. So as the season continues here, we got the herbivores at the overdogs, and the overdogs swept that one. Shark teeth and sirloins, sawteeth and sirloins is close, but shark teeth 12-4. The wide loads and the buzzards, send them home with 0. Now the Beer Keggers are going to be hosting the Moonstars. So Moonstars are 3-13. They're not very good. They'll probably beat the Beer Keggers. If you want to see that, come back for some more on the next game, as Chris Dirtbackus will be pitching for the 15-1 Beer Keggers, game number 17 of 18. Until next time, guys, we'll see you then.